issues of othering exist in many of the hymns that we currently have in our collection. You run across it in terminology such as the poor, the blind, the lame. I'm thinking of 4,000 tongues, the lame will leap. When we put the article the in front of something, in front of a noun or a group identifier, we call out and other those groups of people who may live in less than optimal economic circumstances or who have an identified disability. And when hymn texts categorize people with the article the, that text itself actually engages our need to stereotype, to put things into chunks. As soon as you say the somebody or other, we make some assumptions that are incorrect. We're basically saying that all the people that we're labeling as the are all the same. They all think the same, look the same, act the same. And that they're only that they can't be more than that. And then the categorization totally disregards all the wonderful ways that people are all multiple and that we identify in many, many ways as a single person that can't be summed up in one word. And finally, when you label somebody as a the, there's an implied deficiency, right? That somehow being in the group makes you less than. Framing a group of people as deficient calls up a variety of emotions, ranging from the most negative, hatred, to less overtly negative feelings such as pity or empathy. But all of these emotions invoke the us and them binary, leading us to think such things as, oh God, thank God I don't have to deal with that. That poor person, what they must live through. We've all thought it, right? Okay. Sometimes this comes across in texts that seek to help the unfortunate. And that's a tactic that denies the agency of those people themselves, right? And it also leaves the privilege of the singer who's doing the singing about helping, it leaves their privilege untouched. I can do this because I can. I have 5 minutes here, I'll help, And that makes me good for the next week or month, right? Because of stereotyping and associated negative connotations, a person who themselves might identify as someone in that the group who's being asked to sing those words is probably going to feel excluded or humiliated or even ashamed. So how do we go about changing that? I'm going to offer a few suggestions now for your consideration, and then hopefully we can think about this in greater depth collectively during discussion. And let me just say that in making these recommendations, I'm really absolutely fully aware of the difficulties surrounding their implementation. But I ask you all to remember that racism is deeply entrenched in our society and in our church's history, and it is going to take sustained effort to make inroads towards dismantling white supremacy and decolonizing our theologies.